of the Amazon Queen is a point-and-click adventure game developed by Interactive Binary Illusions, better known for nothing really. This is the only game they ever made. But the team did later went on to form Chrome Studios, who were responsible for Blade Kitten and Game Room on Xbox Live. In Flight of the Amazon Queen, you play as Joe King, a pilot for hire during the late 1940s. The game starts in Brazil, with you escaping from the mob and flying a movie star over the Amazon in your plane, the Amazon Queen. Unfortunately, you crash land right into the Amazon and you're stuck there trying to find a way out. While all of this goes on, a Lederhosen company run by an evil mad scientist who may or may not be Nazis are also kidnapping Amazon women and turning them into dinosaurs to take over the world. Yeah, it's that kind of game.
I need more Amazon women.
You and me both, buddy.
Then I can create a dinosaur army to take over the world.
Oh, that's what you meant. No, you're alone on that one. Anyway, the gameplay looks and acts very similar to a LucasArts adventure game, namely the original Monkey Island. The graphical style, menus and humor are all pretty similar to that game, having a very cartoony art style. For example, a 24-hour convenience store in the middle of an Amazonian tribe during the 1940s. Although the jokes here are pretty adult.
What do you do when you're not all wet?
I happen to be the royal engineer. I initiate repairs, plan new constructions, and oversee all erections in the fortress.
There's so many things I could say to that.
I'm sorry.
Choice.
There's also a running gag on how the Amazon women kidnap men to have sex with them, and the prisoners either refuse to escape or are begging to be captured again. So yeah, the dialogue, jokes and characters are the game's strong point, though there's something to be said about its art style as well. The game came out in 1995, and by then, most adventure games were either going 3D or used full motion video. So technology-wise, Flight of the Amazon Queen was a little behind the times. But I'm glad they went with this style. I feel that the visuals aged gracefully because of this. The Amazon jungle looks beautiful, the color balance is really good, and the few 1940s locales that you do see have a really attractive art style. Some of the screens do look a little goofy and overly cartoony for my taste, but these are few and far between. A shame that they decided to go with this overly cartoony style for most of the cutscenes though, as they often look stiff and weird, and I wasn't a big fan of them, though they are fairly detailed. The animation is one of the game's weaknesses though, as it's generally very stiff, and I'd go so far as to say that games like King's Quest V and the original Monkey Island had better animation despite launching nearly 5 years earlier. During the first half of the game, the puzzles are pretty straightforward, though the inventory management is a little clumsy, as you can only view 4 items at any time, and you'll spend quite a bit of time cycling through all the stuff, and it can get pretty cluttered pretty fast. Sadly, the second half of the game isn't nearly as strong, where suddenly Flight of the Amazon Queen becomes less Monkey Island and more Indiana Jones, having you explore a temple to find a crystal skull, which is kinda creepy considering Indiana Jones would do the same 13 years later. The problem here is that the puzzles become progressively harder while you have fewer people to speak to. During the first half of the game knew how to balance puzzles with interesting characters and humor, but now you're alone with barely anyone to talk to and very few jokes are thrown in. And some of the puzzles make very little sense. Like, how was I supposed to figure out I had to attach a human arm onto this thing, insert a coin, and use it as a slot machine? Though to be fair, I have the same issue with the original Monkey Island. Melee Island is easily the best part of the game, with the actual Monkey Island having very few people to talk to and generally having fewer jokes. Give me the Lederhosen Nazi plot anytime.
Exactly. And with my new Dino Ray, I can begin building my army of dinosaur women.
Dude, you got some weird fetishes, you know that? But yeah, the game did start to lose me during this part. But it's still worth the playthrough, especially considering you can download it for free on GOG.com. It even comes with a digital booklet from the creators explaining the game's creation process and how Electronic Arts basically screwed them over. And if you want the physical edition like I do, you even have an interactive demo where you interview the game's creators using the in-game engine. If you're looking for a fun point-and-click adventure game with smart, funny writing and generally easy puzzles, you should definitely check this one out. Just keep in mind, the second half isn't nearly as strong as the first half, but it's still worth the playthrough.
I've read about you guys in National Enquirer.
It was an honest mistake. We were young. We were naive. We were in love. We were giddy with joy. We were drunk. Besides, she never said she was the governor's wife.
Okay, seriously, I am literally one step away from adding this game to my video of top 5 retro games with sex scenes. Hey everyone, thank you for watching St1ka's Retro Corner. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment and subscribe for a new video every Thursday. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Bye!